to the bottom of the ninth. The Nationals are Eastern Division champions. The Pirates just beat the Braves 2-1. You can celebrate now.
And now Miss Gladdis Gooding at the organ, playing and singing our national anthem.
This is game 2 of the 2019 organization's tournament, one and done tournament, representing Washington, representing the Dodgers. Today we have the 2012 Washington Nationals playing the 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers. Here's the starting lineups for the Nationals. Ian Desmond will be the shortstop. Bryce Harper in right field will bat second. Jason Worth will hit third, play center field. Adam LaRoche, first base, bats fourth. Ryan Zimmerman, third base. Michael Morse, left field. Danny Espinosa, second base. Kurt Suzuki will be catching. And Giovanni Gonzalez, grade A pitcher, with the X modifier on the mound. For the Brooklyn Dodgers, Jackie Robinson will lead off. He will be in left field. Junior Gilliam, second base. Carl Fiorillo, the right fielder. Duke Snyder in center field. Roy Campanella as the catcher. Gil Hodges at first base. Billy Cox at third base. Pee Wee Reese at shortstop. And Carl Erskine, grade B with an X modifier, is the pitcher. Dodgers take the field, and Erskine begins his warm-up tosses. Ian Desmond will step into the batting box. Here's the first pitch. 44 is a 8 against the B pitcher. It'll be a fly out to the center fielder, Duke Snyder. One away, brings up Bryce Harper. .45 is going to be a base on balls. Harper is a fast runner. He will be the first base runner of the game at first base. Jason Worth. 1-2 is a ground ball. It's going to be a ground ball double play, second to short to first. That's the end of the top of the first inning. Dodgers coming to bat, no score. Gio Gonzalez takes the mound, takes his warm-up tosses for the Washington Nationals. He was the 2012 Cy Young winner, former number 1 draft pick of the Chicago White Sox, who began his major league career, though, with the Oakland Athletics. Jackie Robinson steps in the box for Brooklyn. Here's the pitch. 1-5 is going to be a base hit for Jackie Robinson. And he can steal second on the next pitch. I think he will. Let's hold on. 11 for 23, he'll be out. And 24 through 66, he'll be safe. He's going to take that chance. There goes Jackie. 46, he is safe at second. And right away, the Dodgers have a runner in scoring position for Junior Gilliam. Gonzalez checks the runner. Jackie demands a lot of attention on the base pass. He winds and pitches. Junior Gilliam squares around the bunt. That's a 1-1. That's a hit column roll, but not when you're bunting. So we have to roll again, and we'll get a second column result on the bunt. So 24 is a 2 strikes on the batter. Okay, the Dodgers take off the bunt sign. There's the pitch to Gilliam. 35 is a 36. Runner on second base. That is a wild pitch. So Robinson will get to third anyway. Bounced a curveball on the dirt. And by the way, Washington is a fielding column 2. They just missed 1 by 1 number. Brooklyn is a fielding column 1, easily. Here's the pitch to the infield in, the pitch to Gilliam. It's 1-6-28. That's going to be a single through the shortstop. And the runner scores. RBI for Junior Gilliam. The Dodgers go up 1-0. And they have a fast runner at first for Duke Snyder, or Carl Furillo. Furillo's the batter. 344 hitter in 1953. 1-6 is a 28. That will be a ground out to the shortstop, Ian Desmond, who throws over to first. And Junior Gilliam goes to second. One man is out. Duke Snyder. 56 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. That'll bring to bat Roy Campanella. 312-41 homers, league MVP in 1953. Here's the pitch. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Michael Morris is under it and makes the catch. But the Dodgers break out on top. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Dodgers. Adam LaRoche will lead off for the Nationals, 33 home runs in 2012. 23 is the roll, and that is going to be a ground ball to the third baseman, Billy Cox, who fields it and throws over to Gil Hodges for the first out. Ryan Zimmerman, who, by the way, is having an outstanding playoffs here in 2019. That was an amazing catch at first base to, at the time, preserve a no-hitter in the 8th inning for Anibal Sanchez. And he's swinging the bat as well. He's having a good playoff series. 31 is a 9. That's going to be a base hit for Zimmerman. So at first with 1 out. Michael Morris. 51 is a 8. Gets a B pitcher. That's going to be a ground ball to third baseman Billy Cox, who throws over to Hodges for the second out, and Ryan Zimmerman goes to second base. Danny Espinosa. Hit column roll. 64 is a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here for Danny Espinosa, scoring Ryan Zimmerman ahead of him. And the Nationals now take a 2-1 lead in the top of the second. That brings up, now with nobody on base, Kurt Suzuki. On 5 is a fly ball to center field. Duke Snyder is under it. He makes the catch, but not until the Nationals score 2. Nationals 2, Dodgers 1. Gio Gonzalez in his 5th year on the mound. In the major leagues, he will be pitching to Gil Hodges, Billy Cox, and Pee Wee Reese in the bottom of the second inning. Gil Hodges steps in the box, 31 homers in 1953. 62 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the second strikeout for Gio Gonzalez. Billy Cox is the batter. 32 is a ground ball hit toward second base. The second baseman, Danny Espinosa, is up with it over to first. 2 away. Here's Pee Wee Reese. Nickname Pee Wee came from his shooting marbles as a child, and it had something to do with the Pee Wee marble. 1-3 is a base on balls, and the Dodgers have their third base runner in the game. Here is, with 2 outs, the pitcher, Danny Erskine, Carl Erskine, coming to bat. 46 is a ground ball back to Gonzalez, who fields the ball, throws over to Dave LaRoche. Erskine is retired, and so are the Dodgers. We go to the top of the third. Nationals 2, Brooklyn 1. Gio Gonzalez will lead off for the Nationals here in the top of the third. Don't use the DH in APBA Classics unless we're doing the as-played lineups. Here is Gonzalez. 51 is a strikeout. That's the first for Carl Erskine. Erskine had 2 no-hitters in his career. First one was in 1952. Ian Desmond comes to bat. 31 is a base hit for Ian Desmond, and he is a fast runner at first base. With 1 out, Bryce Harper. 270 here, 22 home runs. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Duke Snyder is under it. Makes the catch. There are 2 outs. Jason Worth. 24 is a strikeout. Second strikeout for Carl Erskine. That's a retire. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-1 Washington. Jackie Robinson will lead off for the Dodgers. He singled, stole the base in the first inning, scored a run. The only Dodger run so far. Here's a 36 roll. That is going to be a pop out to the second baseman, Danny Espinosa, who makes the catch. And Jackie's the first out. We have Junior Gilliam coming to bat. He'll be swinging from the left side or right side of the plate. Gonzalez is a left-hander. Here's the pitch. 46 is a ground ball back to Gio Gonzalez. 2 outs. And now Carl Ferrello comes to bat. Ferrello was a good hitter, a terrific right fielder. Twice in his career, he threw out a base runner at first base. Not many right fielders do that. 26 is a hit on the ground, or X. It's got an X modifier, so Ferrello strikes out. That's Gonzalez's 3rd strikeout. We go to the top of the 4th. Washington 2, Brooklyn 1. Okay, I've been calling Dave LaRoche. Dave LaRoche, he is the son of the pitcher, Dave LaRoche. He is Adam LaRoche. His first name is Dave, but he went by Adam. And one of his best years was 2012, 33 homers, 271 average. Dave LaRoche, Adam LaRoche. And I got to clear my head. Adam LaRoche is these days, one of the co-owners of the Outdoor Network's hunting show, Buck Commander. And, he has people like Ryan Langerhans, Tom Martin, Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Chipper Jones, part of that enterprise. And he is also a very, very devout Christian. All right, enough on Adam LaRoche. Here we go. Here's the pitch to Adam LaRoche. 65 is a pop-up behind the catcher, caught by Campanella for the first out. Ryan Zimmerman. 31 is a base hit for Ryan Zimmerman. That makes him 2 for 2, and he is having a good playoffs. Michael Morse, 291 hitter in 2012. Here's the roll. 32 is a ground ball. Fielder's choice. Zimmerman's retired at second, 4-6. And now Michael Morse, who is a slow runner, is at first base. The Nationals will play it safe. Danny Espinosa is the batter. Erskine pitches. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Jackie Robinson is under it and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Washington Nationals 2, Brooklyn Dodgers 1. Duke Snyder will lead off the bottom of the 4th for Brooklyn. Here's the pitch to Snyder. 34 is a fly out to center field. Jason Worth makes the catch. And Snyder is 0 for 2. Here is Roy Campanella. 33, that's going to be a 5 against a grade A pitcher. That's a double over first base. Campanella will settle in at second base in scoring position for Gil Hodges. Gil Hodges, a powerful first baseman, steps in. He had a 4-home run game in 1950 against the Milwaukee Braves. Here's Gonzalez' pitch. You'll need to be careful here. 32 is a ball that's hit on the ground to second base. Espinosa makes the catch, throws over to first, allowing the Campanella to get to third with 2 outs. That brings up the third baseman, Billy Cox. Here's a pitch. 53 is a 20, fielding column 2. That's going to be a, let's see. It's going to be a single towards second base. The runner scores. But not scores, there's 3 outs. So that's the third out, so the runner does not score. My bad. Go to the top of the 5th. Nationals 2, Brooklyn 1. Trigger Suzuki leads off for the Nationals, who have a 1-run advantage. Here's the pitch. 46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the third strikeout for Carl Erskine. And the pitcher, Gio Gonzalez, steps in. 65 is a pop-up. Roy Campanella's tracking it, makes the catch. 2 away. Back to the top of the order, and Ian Desmond, who is 1 for 2. 25 is a base hit for Ian Desmond. Fast runner is at first with 2 down. Bryce Harper. 1-6 is the roll. That's going to be a ground ball toward the shortstop. Pee Wee Reese has it over to Gil Hodges. That's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Nationals 2, Dodgers 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. All the fans are here at Ebbets Field. It's kind of a chaotic stadium, a lot of noise. Gladdis Gooding sang the national anthem for us before the game started, and Hildur Chester is in the outfield with her cowbells. And we can see also the Brooklyn Symphony from time to time with their instruments playing something, who knows what. Here's Pee Wee Reese. 42 is a walk for Pee Wee Reese. And Reese is 0 for 0. He's got 2 walks on the day. He's a fast runner at first base. And the batter, Carl Erskine. Erskine will attempt to sacrifice him to second. Here's the pitch to Erskine. 63 is a 32. That is going to be a ball fielded by the third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman, over to first for the out. And Pee Wee Reese going to second. So 1 out. Top of the order, and Jackie Robinson. Jackie is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. 52 is a 27. Ball hit on the ground. It's going to be to the third baseman. The runner is going to have to hold. And Jackie's retired 5-3 for the 2nd out. Here is Junior Gilliam. 1 for 2 with an RBI. 52. 27. That's also hit on the ground to third base. And he is retired 5-3. We go to the top of the 6th. Nationals 2, Brooklyn 1. All right, so far in the top of the 6th, both pitchers are doing a good job. Nationals have 2 runs on 5 hits. Brooklyn has 1 run on 3 hits. Jason Worth will lead off for the Nationals. 23 is a ground ball to third base. Billy Cox, slick fielder over third, gathers it, throws over to Hodges. Worth is the first out. Adam LaRoche comes to bat. 25 is a fly ball to Duke Snyder in center field. 2 away. Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman's 2 for 2. 36 is a base on balls. So he has been on base all 3 times. Average speed at first base. And Michael Morris comes to bat. 1-2 is a ground ball towards second base. Junior Gilliam has it over the first for the third out. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 2-1 Washington. Caulfield Roll will lead off the bottom of the sixth. His APBA card has the nickname Scoonge on it from his Italian descent. His Scoonge was a kind of a sea, I think a sea snail snack, and from Scungini. So his teammates called him Scoonge. It's also known as a Polish rifle. Here's the pitch. 26 ground ball to the, I believe, the second baseman, third baseman, or X. So it's not a ground ball. It's going to be X modifier. That's a strikeout. Here is Duke Snyder. 64 is a base on balls. Roy Campanella. Cappy Campanella played in the Negro National Leagues with the Baltimore Elite Giants. Here's the pitch. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a X modifier also, and he strikes out. Okay, Gio Gonzalez has struck out 5 batters. Here is Gil Hodges. 22, that's going to be a hit column roll. 63 is a 6 with a runner on first. That's going to be a double over first base with 2 outs. The runner scores. So Snyder scores. RBI double, that ties the game 2-2 for Brooklyn. Billy Cox comes to bat, 291 hitter. Got Pee Wee Reese on deck, 271. They pitch to Cox. Here's the pitch. That's a 6. That's going to be a double to left center, scoring Hodges. And another RBI, and the Brooklyn Dodgers take the lead in the 6th inning. Pee Wee Reese will draw an intentional walk to pitch to the pitcher, Carl Erskine, with 2 outs. That's the third walk for Reese. Here's Gonzalez's pitch. 46 is a ground ball back to Gonzalez. Easily fielded and thrown over the first for the third out. We go to the top of the 7th. It's now Brooklyn 3, Washington 2. As Brooklyn scores 2 runs on 2 hits. Danny Espinosa will lead off the 7. He has homered in the first inning in this game to give the Nationals their 2 runs. Here's a 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll. 22, that's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. And right away, Danny Espinosa has an answer to those 2 runs that the Dodgers just scored, and it ties the score 3-3. Kirk Suzuki. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Jackie Robinson makes the catch. Timeout. Okay, Washington will bring a pinch hitter in. Roger Bernardino is the pinch hitter. Here's the pitch. 46 is a strikeout. 2 outs. And back to the top of the order, and Ian Desmond. 46 is also a strikeout. Go to the bottom of the 7th. It is Washington 3, Brooklyn 3.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old.
New pitcher for the Nationals will be Craig Stamen. He is a grade A pitcher, ex-modifier. He'll be facing the top of the Brooklyn order in the bottom of the 7th. Here is Jackie Robinson. 1-6 is a ball hit on the ground to the shortstop. Desmond's up with it over the first. Jackie is retired. 1 out to Junior Gilliam. 43 is a 29 ground ball back to the pitcher. It's got an X modifier, so he does have an X, so it's a strikeout. And Gilliam is down on 3 strikes. Here is Carl Ferrillo. And Ferrillo is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. 16th ball hit on the ground to the shortstop, Ian Desmond, over to first. And the Dodgers are quickly retired in the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th inning, tied 3-3. Okay, Bryce Harper leads off for the Nationals. Erskine's still on the mound. 65 is going to be a pop-up to Roy Campanella. First out. Jason Worth. Hit 300 in 2012. 1-5 is going to be a base hit. That's the first hit of the day for Jason Worth. He is a fast runner at first with nobody out. Adam LaRoche is the batter. A check of the Dodger bullpen, and Robert Bobo Milliken is warming up for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Adam LaRoche. 64 is a 41. That is better safe at, double play, ground out to second base, shortstop to first base. Runners out at second and injured. Next, can't play in the next 3 games. So, okay, here's a 4-6-3 double play, ending the inning. And the Nationals will need to get a new center fielder. Here we go, the bottom of the 8th inning. Rick Ankiel goes out to play center field for the Washington Nationals, and Duke Snyder will be the leadoff hitter for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Snyder. 34 is a fly ball to Rick Ankiel. He makes the catch, and there is 1 out. Roy Campanella, 1 for 3 with the double. 1-3 is a base on balls. Cappy's at first. Average speed. Gil Hodge is the batter. He's 1 for 3 with the double. 53 is a 19 on fielding column 2. That's going to be a single. And the runner goes to second. So we got Hodges at first, Campanella at second. There's 1 down. Billy Cox is the batter. The pitch to Billy Cox. 65 is a pop-up to the catcher, caught by Kirk Suzuki, and there's 2 away. Stamen will intentionally walk Pee Wee Race. Okay, the bases are loaded. That's going to bring in a pinch hitter for Brooklyn. Wayne Ballardi will be the pinch hitter. There's the windup and the pitch. 52 is a ground ball. Infield's playing back, so it's going to be ground ball to third base. Or rather, not a ground ball. It's an X modifier there, so Stamen has an X, so he strikes out. Wayne Ballardi. Go to the top of the 9th. 3-3 is the score. On the pitch for Brooklyn is Bob Milliken. He'll be using his reliever rating of B, and he has a Y modifier on the strikeouts. Ryan Zimmerman will lead off for the Nationals. He is 2 for 2. Here's the pitch to Ryan Zimmerman. 1-5 is going to be a fly ball to Duke Snyder in center field, who makes the catch. 1 down in the 9th. Michael Morse 52 is a ground ball to third base, and it's caught by Billy Cox over to first. 2 away. Danny Espinosa is the batter. 2 home runs on the day, 2 for 3. He has accounted for all 3 of the Nationals' runs. So Milliken will want to be careful here. Here's the windup and the pitch. 32 is a ball hit on the ground to second base. The second baseman, Junior Gilliam, has it over to first, and the Nationals are retired in the 9th. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Scores tied 3-3. Drew Storm would be brought in to pitch for the Nationals in the 9th inning, grade B pitcher, Y modifier. He will be looking at the top of the order, and Jackie Robinson, who is 1 for 4. Stolen base and run scored. 36 is a Y modifier, so he strikes out for the first out. Junior Gilliam, 35 is a 36. That's going to be a ball. Has the W modifier, but Thorne does not have a W modifier. 33 is going to be a hit column roll for Junior Gilliam. 61 is a 2. That's going to be a triple to left center field. And the Dodgers are in business here in the bottom of the 9th inning. That brings back Carl Ferrillo, who is 0 for 4 on the day, but he is a .344 hitter. And the options are the Nationals either play the infield in and pitch to Ferrillo, or walk him and try to get a double play with Snyder and Campanella coming up behind him. They're in the middle of the Dodger order here. He does have a strikeout letter of Y. Okay, the Nationals are going to play the infield in, and they're going to try to pitch to Ferrillo. Here's the pitch. 25 is an 8 on the A. That's going to be a single over second base, and the runner scores. Ferrillo drives in the winning run for the Brooklyn Dodgers. They take this one-and-done game over the 2012 Washington Nationals 4-3. We'll be back with the wrap-up. Okay, when I selected the random teams to represent each of these cities that are playing in 2019 playoffs, my wife said that Brooklyn against 2012 Nationals, that's not fair. The 53 Dodgers. We both thought it could potentially be a blowout win. Gio Gonzalez still held him down pretty well, but the Dodgers do move on to play the next game will be against the 95 Atlanta Braves. But it was not easily done. It was a struggle. The Dodgers scored, well, first of all, the Nationals scored 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Dodgers scored 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. The star of the game, first of all, for the Washington Nationals would be Danny Espinosa. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. If it wasn't for, he accounted for all of Washington's runs, so if it wasn't for Espinosa, Carl Erskine probably throws a shutout, a 5-hit shutout. But star for the Dodgers would be Carl Erskine, who pitched 8 innings and gave up only 3 runs and just 7 hits. And if I said if he didn't have to pitch to Espinosa, he'd probably had a shutout. Carl Erskine was a 20-game winner and the Dodgers' best pitcher in 1953. He was 20-6 with a 3.5 earned run average. So the first 2 games of this tournament have been played. First game won by Atlanta 3-2 over the St. Louis Cardinals. Now we have Dodgers 4-3 winners over the Nationals. We'll take on the American League starting tomorrow, and that will be the Tampa Bay Rays of 2008 at the 2017 Houston Astros. Please join us if you would, and enjoy this tournament like I am, and thank you for joining me today.